Hello everybody, my name is 711 and welcome to the PBA Season 8 Week 4 battle against Robin. I apologize that this battle is late. I am recording this on Memorial Day and I had the battle late Sunday night because I was doing a good bit of traveling throughout the regular part of the week. And so, yeah, that's why the battle happened pretty late in the week, and I am uploading this Monday or Tuesday. So, yeah, happy Memorial Day, guys. Safe travels, and eat good food, enjoy some time with friends, family, loved ones, and play some Pokemon. So, as you can look at my team here, let's jump into this team here. Zabumafu and Plumed Fossil are debuting in this battle. The reason for that is I figured that Archeops had a pretty good situation here because Robin's team has pretty much no priority. So yeah, he has two Pokemon that have Fake Out, which he brought, but neither of them have Fake Out this week. But yeah, if you look at his team, like there's no priority to speak of. So I wanted to bring some pretty fast stuff. I wanted some hazards, and so I brought Archeops, and Zabumafu has a Choice Scarf. Why? Because Zabumafu gets Earthquake, and there are 5 Pokemon he drafted that are weak to Earthquake. He brought 3, being Incineroar and Jirachi, but he could have also brought Nidoqueen, he could have brought Mega Diancie, and he could have brought a Magneton. And even a Choice Scarf Magneton is still slower than a Choice Scarf Passimian. So that's that. I'm bringing an Assault Vest, max special attack, max HP, 4 attack Necrozma. I am bringing a pretty standard Mega Garchomp. I'm bringing a Choice Scarf, Adamant, what do you call that thing, Zeraora, Tai Lung, and a max defense Milotic. So without further ado, let's get into this battle. I'm really glad to see that there is no Mega Diancie. So let's play this battle, shall we? So I do lead with Plume Fossil, and we trade hazards first turn. I decided to go for the Bulldoze here because now I'm faster than Excelgor, and I get to defog this turn. And I do want to set my rocks next turn, but he Final Gambits into a Choice Scarf Haxorus. I find that out here because Plume Fossil is base 110 speed, while Haxorus is base 97. So yeah, he outsped because he's Choice Scarf. And so now here's Katara. There's a switch here, and I went for a Dragon Tail in case of a switch, and that activates the Flame Orb because of that turn. So I do go for a Scald here, and I do get the burn. Would have been nice to have burned the Haxorus, but oh well, it happens. So we see a Body Slam here. That's doing absolutely nothing because there's just so much bulk, and it's a burn Jirachi. So yeah, so I click Scald here, free Scalds all around, and I get the burn on the Suicune. Suicune is a bit of a defensive problem, and it is bringing Snarl. Snarl is really good on several of my Pokemon, mostly Necrozma and Milotic. So I switch out again into Katara. You see that this is a Calm Mind set, and so there's a Snarl. I decide to recover this turn, and then the next turn I can fire off a nice Haze. Haze is going to be able to remove all of my stat drops and remove all of his stat boosts. So we're looking at it in a pretty good position right now. I decided to go to Dragon Tail because honestly, Katara is not doing anything to this Suicune, and Suicune is slowly doing something to Katara. If it weren't for Recover, then Suicune would probably 1v1 this Katara. So I do need to keep Katara healthy. I figured this would be a good time for Tai Lung to come in, and unfortunately I go for Return here because it's a pretty strong move, Return, and I just wanted to predict the switch into Haxorus. So there's a Body Slam, again, not doing anything. Here is a U-turn, going back into Affinity, as I click Dragon Tail. A lot of times it's a nice toss-up between Dragon Tail and Scald whenever I'm predicting a switch. So that was a very productive turn because it went right back in. I made a really big risk there, no paralysis. So here's another Body Slam, no paralysis. I click Rock Tomb just to predict a switch. Rock Tomb is nice for switches. And here's an Earthquake. Now, I guess it's a little bit of a flaw in my team prep. Chomposaurus Rex can survive a Dragon Claw, and I don't remember the calc if it can survive the Dragon Claw from me. I know I'm base 170 attack, while Haxorus is base like 140 or so. But yeah, Chomposaurus Rex is very bulky, being max HP, max speed, and for whatever reason, misplay in my preparation rather, I only have Dragon Tail here. You know, a Rock Tomb isn't good enough because he's faster anyway, and with 2 Dragon Claws, Chomposaurus Rex does go down, so that Dragon Tail miss was very annoying. So I need to explain this part here. Zabumafu, like I said before, Robin has no priority to speak of. So I actually let Zabumafu in here because he can take a Dragon Claw, and this is actually a reversal set. This is a reversal set so that I can get pretty low on health freely and then just click reversal, because what are his switch-ins to, you know, fighting stab at this point? Nidoqueen, yeah, Nidoqueen if he brought it, but he didn't. Excelgor, which is down. So yeah, I clicked U-turn just so I can get a little more, like receive a little more damage. I calc that he could live. And so now I'm in with Katara and I can recover. Here's another Dragon Claw, and there's another recover. And so here's a switch into Rising Sun. As I click recover one more time, it's a little bit of a wasted recover. So here's a U-turn back into Affinity. So yeah, there's another Scald. I'm really glad that with that burn, just negating Suicune's leftovers, so he's really not gaining any ground at all. So at this point, I click Plasma Fist. I'm not over predicting the Haxorus switch in, because really any chip damage on Haxorus is fine with me, absolutely fine with me. So back into Katara I go, and you could probably guess it. Here comes another recover, I believe. What do? Yeah, I do click recover, and instead of clicking Haze, I think I just click Dragon Tail here. Here's a Snarl, and there's a Dragon Tail. Now in is Alexander. I made a really great prediction here in clicking Dragon Tail, because I figured that a Scald, is not enough to kill Alexander, and I figure that if he were to set up, then he could actually potentially do damage to Katara. So I decided to Dragon Tail him out in case he wanted to set up or something. And perfect for me, Haxorus comes in. And here is my misplay. I click Scald here. I think I was going to predict a switch out because Haxorus can't do much to me. And so here's a Dragon Claw. Tai Lung actually takes it.
and I click Outrage. This is my opportunity for Outrage because nothing really can take an Outrage all that well. Does a lot of damage. So here's a Flame Charge, and Alexander's at +1 speed. This is my only opportunity here to click Earthquake, and Zaboomafoo gets a kill. Now in comes Mienshao. There's a lot of damage there, and High Jump Kick misses. So that's actually 2 dog tags that I do not get to claim. Final Gambit and whatever. High Jump Kick miss. So now I'm just forced here to keep clicking Earthquake over and over again because Suicune, because actually at this point, how should I say this? My low tick is weak enough that it can't come into a Scald and then take a second Scald. And my low tick is slower than Affinity, so really the only way for me to use my low tick again is if Affinity knocks out a Pokemon, my low tick comes in for free, and then I can click Recover. Well, I can't do that anymore because now it's set up. Affinity's set up. So there's a Scald. Zaboomafoo did its job. Good pivoting. So there's a Snarl. Bronson takes it with the Assault Vest, and Photon Geyser is enough to take out the Suicune, and that is the game. So if you look back at this game, I did make a pretty bad misplay in letting Milotic get within range of another Dragon Claw. That was a big misplay on my part. Robin possibly could have used his Jirachi better, but you know what? He switched it into a Scald Burn, and it was pretty much, you know, death fodder from there. Also, he told me later that this was a Choice Banded Reckless Mienshao, which does 2-hit KO Milotic and does a lot of damage to Bronson. So he said afterwards that he could have used it a little better. But yeah, that's the game. So great game, Robin. You played well overall, and good luck in the rest of your season. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, then like this video, comment on this video, share it with your friends, and click subscribe if you haven't already. And on that note, guys, I will see you all later. Peace.